Welcome back. For our next episode, I am going to um, tell you why we're not recording with camera because the topic of this podcast is patience. And it does make me a little impatient not to see you guys and to wait for people to speak and be like, are you there? So, the question I have for today is, are you a patient person? Um, that's my first question. And then, whether you say yes or no, what is something that you can be patient with that maybe other people wouldn't? And what is something you have no patience for? Who wants to go first?
Go, Lyra, go.
um Actually, for me, I have different personality in terms of patience. So I couldn't say yes and I couldn't say no. It's really depend on the situation or the place or the people around me. So if I am around with my friends or family, I am really impatient. Like I can't bear them not listening to me when they can hear me, something like that. But when I'm at work, I think I change personality. So if I'm handling customers, especially, even if they don't understand me, I don't know why, but I have such a long patience for them. And yeah, I can handle most of their impatient side, I guess. That what you call that. That's for me.
Okay, that's funny. So you're impatient with the people you're closest to, but for situations in which you have to like maintain a bit of remote distance, a little bit of professionalism, you find your patience. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Speaking of patience, who is chirping? Somebody has some sort of alerts going off that go delete, delete, delete. Is that you, Lyra, or is that you, Jim?
Yeah, that's mine. That's for the. I think that's for the intercom. I think I should close this too.
Yeah, close out intercom, please. Oh wow, you have your intercom having sound notifications. You must be very patient. I hate those sound notifications. I turn them off like within 30 minutes of using intercom. Okay. Um, Jim, what about you? Are you a patient person? If so, why? And if not, how not?
I could. I'm 100% certain that of all three of us, I would be the most patient person here in the room, because as you guys know, I have four kids, all boys. So you can just imagine, kids growing up from babies, infants to toddlers to teens. The amount of patience that I should have is insurmountable. So I'm I'm confident enough to say that I'm the most patient guy in this room right now. When it comes to instances when I'm not patient enough, I would say, um, so there are these situations when my kids are playing with other kids, and this was years ago, but it really it really grinds my gears when some other kid is doing something stupid that would end up in me being mad at my kid for playing with that stupid kid. So basically, the behaviors that I don't want seeing in my kid that I see in other kids, especially for parents who don't give a blip about their kids' behavior, is what really really pisses me off. So I'm really impatient in these kinds of situations.
Love the blip.
Yes. Blip. No need to put that in post production. A little edit out. Jim edited it out for himself. So, okay, so I at first was going to get offended and I was like, how does Jim already know that I'm an impatient person? But then when you said that you had kids, four boys, 4 kids and all boys, and that made you patient, I was like, okay, it's more about him and less about me. That being said, if you did think that I was impatient, you would be correct. I do not identify as a patient person. That being said, I have been very pleased, especially when I was teaching English, that people told me to my face, like, wow, you're so patient with me. I keep making the same mistake, or somebody else keeps doing this. Like, I really appreciate your patience. And in my head, I was like, what? First of all, I don't have a good poker face, as I know you guys know. I wear my expressions on my face. But I guess I am. And so success. Like Lyra, I'm like, I'm doing my job as I should do it. Success. That being said, I'm generally not patient in my day-to-day life. The situation that I'm the least patient about is waiting. I hate to wait for things. I'm so impatient when it comes to waiting. Even something like I go downstairs to make tea, and I just put my cup in the microwave and it's a 3 minute. I can't just stand there for 3 minutes and wait for it to finish. I have to be doing something for those 3 minutes. Like, I have to be on my phone, checking messages. I have to be talking to my aunt about some sort of plan. Like, I can't just wait patiently. So a nightmare situation for me would be to have to wait for something with like no distractions, like nothing to read, nothing to look at, just like that'd be terrible. So I think that's my most impatient situation.
I wonder how long you would last in an isolation chamber.
Not an hour, I would say. Yeah, if anyone tries to torture me via isolation, or like if I ever end up in solitary confinement, you might as well count me as being dead. Well, that took a dark turn, so it seems like it's time to wrap it up. Thank you for your patience with me as we are going through this
Nice.
episode without videos. I will see you guys on the next one.